G'day gamers, Ranger Tony here with another episode of our playthrough of Beneath the Stolen Lands, our Rogues Gallery playthrough, or Halfling Rogue Gallery playthrough. I haven't decided what I'm going to call it yet. Well, I might have already decided, but I'm recording this in batches, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, it's going to be an all Halfling Rogue party playthrough. This will be challenging because we won't have any real dedicated divine spellcasters. I am going to bring one Arcane Trickster rogue with me, so that we've got a few spells available, but we're just going to see how we go. And then once we die from that one, we'll pick a different party group and go through with that. So this is what the dungeons sometimes look like. They are nicely random. So the things to note here, there is a lot of new weapons and new named weapons and all that sort of stuff. There are a few new creatures in here, and there's a lot of new artwork. It looks really nice. I really like it. It's a lot of fun. So I'm going to leave it in that party formation at the moment. Now you really do want to have a good look around on your maps, and in particular jump into your main map. Sometimes, and I'll point them out when I see them, but sometimes you see little projections off the edge of the maps here that make it look like there might be hidden rooms. They're not always hidden rooms, but quite often they are. So keep an eye on that, because you will come across hidden. Each one of these sections could end up being a hidden door. Like these ones with this sort of thing won't be, because I've never seen them with that little arch thing, you know. But don't take my word for that entirely, because the developers might see this and might say, okay, we've got to change this now, because they all know that there can't be a hidden door behind that. Okay, normal. Oh, there we go. So I should have done stealth before getting into that. Now you'll see how weird that centipede looks. That's part of the madness in this place. There are a lot of distorted mutant monsters. They still are exactly the same. They don't register as being different, but you may see some little messages during the combat. If I find them, I'll try and point them out. But there may be some messages in combat that talk about will saves, because you've got this frightening version of the creature there that's freaking you out. So there's a Nixie here. Okay, that stream of fire that just came down from the ground, that's just purely... the first time I saw it happen, I went, whoa, what happened there? I thought I'd been attacked by something. No, you haven't been attacked by anything. What it actually is you can camp at that spot. The really annoying thing is that you probably can't loot the body of the creature that turned into fire until you camped at the spot, and then the body is available to be looted. So that becomes really annoying. So be aware of that. And I may come back to this and rest, but at the moment none of us really need to rest, so we're not going to. Okay, I would normally consider wearing that that chainmail shirt, but you know what? Between all of that stuff, I should now have enough money to hire my next two companions. So let's see what's in this chest. Ooh, Masterwork Earthbreaker. Okay, we are incredibly lucky that in the first room that we've come across enough good loot that I'm going to head back out, sell it all up, and hire my last two companions, because I don't want to gain too much more experience than my last two companions, because I want us to all sort of level up at as close to possible at the same time as possible. Now that Nixie had this stuff on her that we didn't, because we couldn't loot her before because she was underneath the campfire, but we've got it now. Okay, so let's go back to the honest guy and sell all this up. I could sell this stuff up at the dragon, but it's easier to sell it at the honest guy. Let's have a look at your wares. Okay, so first things first, actually, what we want to do is come out of this. We were going to make you a dagger user, so let's just do that. We're still going to take this because if we don't have anyone who can cast fire or acid, there are going to be some, well, there's likely to be some trolls around at some point, and I don't want us dying because we couldn't keep a troll at bay. Oh, what am I doing? I still had stuff to sell. So we don't need that, don't need that, don't need any of those, and we're not going to use those, and we're going to sell that and that. Boom, we have a nice little chunk of money, enough to get our last 2 companions. I'm going to try and go through this as quickly as I can because we want to get back down in that dungeon. So the next one we're going to do is a Arcane Trickster. If that's the right name for it, I might have got it wrong. Let's see. Another, well, technically, I suppose this is going to be a dwarvish woman, but she sort of looks like a halfling as well, so we're going to use that one. Halfling female with red hair, and we're going to use that one, and we're going to use, yeah, that'll do. And Rogue, oh, Eldritch Scoundrel, not Arcane Trickster. Arcane Trickster is the prestige class. I knew I'd get it wrong, and I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments. Int of 16, that of 18, and we're done. I'll let her have less strength. Oh, actually, might as well just do that. There we go. You're going to be our best at that. Stealth and trickery. And we'll let you take Knowledge World. Oh, no, sorry. What am I doing? Everyone on the back line has to have used magic devices because they're going to be the ones that are going to be using the wands, etc. So you're going to take point blank shot because you're going to be using that sort of stuff. Right. Summon monster. Definitely magic missile. Burning Hands and Color Spray, True Strike, and Vanish. Tease, and we did a Tracy and a Tina already, didn't we? Let's do Trudy.
Out of my way! Let's move already.
Right. Oh, that's another thing. Let me show you this. There is a new ability that every character gets now called Coup De Gras. Oops, didn't mean to turn that on. What I meant to do was find out the details of it. As a full round action, you can use a melee weapon to deliver a coup de grace to a helpless opponent. You automatically hit and score a critical hit. If the defender survives the damage, he must make a fortitude save or die. Delivering a coup de grace provides attacks of opportunity from provokes attacks of opportunity from threatening opponents. You can't deliver a coup de grace until the creature, against the creature that is immune to critical hits. So basically, the creature, they don't really tell you this, but explicitly, but it's sort of in there that they have to be helpless. So I think they have to be like knocked down or unconscious or whatever to be able to use it. Yeah, probably not really going to use it very much. So, oops, I have to go. I am going to talk to you in a second. Just give me a second to set all of these guys up, basically. Yeah, that's what you're saying now. See, that's not going to be any good. None of that's going to be useful to you, and none of that is going to be useful to you. But let's see, that's going to be useful. Actually, we're going to use zap rather than that. So zap and that and get rid of that. I've got to set up the spells that you're going to use too. And magic missile and summon monster, I think, are the two that I'm going to use initially. So ray of frost, no. Daze, no. Touch of fatigue, no. Let's put that there. Where's magic missile? And that. There we go. That's a good combination. Right. And then the last one is going to be just another straight rogue. I don't know, there's not really any more halflingy portraits. I need to get some more portrait packs going because I really don't like any of these. Yeah, I guess this one will do. It's not really right, but anyway. Another halfling. Let's give you, I don't know, grey. That grey hair. There we go. And that hairstyle's fine because no beard. And yeah, that face will do. And you're just going to be a straight up rogue. We're going to give you... Oops. Yeah, that'll do. No, maybe just so we can carry a bit more. Use magical device, perception, trickery, and stealth, and athletics. And point blank shot.
My skills exceed yours.
I don't know, Tucker.
The path is clear.
And there we go. Our party of halfling rogues is complete. You don't need that. And I'm going to get rid of that. And you don't need that or that. Would really like a pair of punch daggers for me. So what I might do is give you short swords for the moment, even though you're a knife master. You don't have a knife yet, but we'll make do with that. And I'll use... No, actually... I'll use short swords for the moment, and because that one's going to be our punch dagger guy, this one's going to be our dagger guy, and I'm going to be the kukri guy once I get the skill to use kukris. And those guys are either going to use short bows or light crossbows. And you can't wear armor, can you? No. That's alright. As we find those braces of armor, we will be using them. And we're going to switch over to the pyramid formation, because I like it for this sort of party where I've got 3 front line and 3 back line. And let's just sell these last few things, and it doesn't leave us with enough to buy anything useful, so let's head on out. Okay, didn't have far to go. There was a door over there. Did we check over here for secret doors? That could be a secret door because that's just a standard sort of wall panel. I don't think either of those two could be, but we'll keep an eye on them. Maybe some of those could be. There might be a door here, but there wouldn't be one here because there's a door here going this way as well. So we're just going to go through this door. We're not going to bother resting here yet because none of us need to. Although resting would give our mage the ability to get that spell back, but we're not going to worry about that too much. Okay, because I failed to do that trap, I'm going to get someone else to make an attempt. It always seems like every time I fail, I was going to say, it almost seems like every time I fail and I try again, it triggers the trap. So I usually pick someone else. This time I pick someone else and they trigger the trap. So, yeah, that's just typical. Okay, doors on the north and south walls here. Probably going to go north because the exit to this level is probably down to the south. Get into stealth. Okay, so interestingly, if you have a situation like this where the creature is behind a wall and you can see the silhouette, that doesn't actually tell you whether it's the monstrous variety of that creature or not, because it can look perfectly normal until you actually then see it all and you see all the lumps and bumps all growing over it. But this one doesn't have that. I keep forgetting to turn on in the difficulty all of the indicators that I like, so let's just really super quickly do that. Okay, and almost feels like he knows I'm here. There's a couple of them. See if we can't get a couple of sneaky attacks in. And we are sneak attacking like a boss and just taking out those critters nice and quick and easy. I'm going to turn off stealth because once we've done that first attack, it's not liable to be a second group. Sort of surprised there's not a secret door there. Like, don't get me wrong, there's not a huge number of secret doors in here, but I'm always looking at things going, I wonder why there's no secret door there. They could have put one there. Wand of Jolt. Now, absolutely pointless that, and in fact I can't even sell it. It was worth 0 gold. Hopefully I can sell it for 0 and just get it out of my inventory. Because Jolt's a cantrip and I can cast that till the cows come home. Actually, no, I'm not going to bother doing that at the moment because my crossbow does more damage than that does. Okay, so there were no obvious exits from this room. We haven't found any other ones, so let's head down. I didn't stealth in this room and I probably should have. There's a mite there, so let's just stealth. We can't get through this way, so we've got to go round. So let's see if we can creep around to the point where we can get at him. And there's another something down this way, another mite. He's eventually going to see us. There we go. Just charge in. Nice sneak attack there to take him down. Boom, and another sneak attack there. Good, another dagger. So she's all 100% set up the way we want her. Might just do that because it's a dagger as opposed to a short sword, so I do better sneak attacks with it at the moment. Let's have a look. Oh good, there's a chest here, but you can see I haven't discovered this yet, even though it's technically there, it's easy to see. Okay, now we know that it's a chest, so we can open it. And I'm just going to come up here because I want to be sure that there's not a secret door over here, even though there probably won't be because there's already a door on this wall. Wasn't anything on any of those walls, so let's head out this way. Is there going to be a secret door up here? I've not ever seen a corridor that just goes like that and then dead ends, so that's interesting. Yeah, there's nothing obvious on the map that looks like there would be a secret door around there anyway. Keep forgetting to go into stealth. Now, I don't know if a lot of these early, really easy levels are in the game if you're playing through the normal storyline and you come across this. I would assume they're not. So I've gotten down to like level 11 and not seen any of these 4 people that we're supposed to take on yet. So I'm sort of assuming that in the normal game, when you start exploring around here, you probably start maybe at like level 10 that you do if you do it solo. I don't know. So this is one of these little plinths that you find throughout the game that you have to do a check against some skill level. So this is why I've got people who have got things like law nature, even though they normally wouldn't use them, because I want to try and get these buffs. And if it works, which it failed, if it worked, we would get some sort of spell buff against the entire group. But of course it failed. Unfortunately, this sort of furniture here never seems to have any items in it that you can loot. It's only ever these little chests, and they're not always a chest. Sometimes they're urns and things like that, but they're never like a bookcase like that has any gear in it. Actually, there's got to be... Is there another door up here? I can't remember, but there's got to be a door around here somewhere, because there's no... Oh, there's the door over there. Yeah, I was going to say, there's no exit. Ooh, a couple of picks, a heavy and a light, and some coin. Let's get rid of that. Let's come over here. We'll finish this level, and I'll show you one little trick about finishing a level, and then we'll head... we'll finish the episode. Stealth again. Yeah, more mites. Yeah, that was easy. Some more daggers. I might just give my main character a couple of daggers as well, just so I get the most out of my Knife Master sneak attacks until I can get my proficiency with kukris. Ah, here we go. This is a secret door, and it just sort of melts away like that. And then
No secrets can escape my prying gaze.
so we've got one chest here. Sometimes there's 2 chests, one there and sort of like one there, and that's pretty much all you ever see in here, in these little areas. Chainmail, breastplate, none of the stuff I can use, just some more potions and things. Getting a number of potions now that I might want to try and make sure that at least my front 3 guys have got a couple of potions each. Maybe even 3 each, just so that they can heal up in combat. And those guys are going to do all right. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is the way out. No, we've still got... Oh, another chest over here. Great sword. Yeah, we're not going to be using that. But more potions, which is good. Sneak. Surely this has got to be the last room on this level. Don't ever remember a first level being this big. Is complicated, but they are random, so it can happen. And there we go, no trouble whatsoever. A little bit of damage to a couple of our guys, but apart from that we're doing well. And this is the level down. So here's what's interesting about going down a level. You can't come back up to this level. If I go down and then go up again, it takes me all the way out, even if I'm down at level 10. If I'm down at level 10 and I go back up to the entrance of that level and leave, I go back up to the outside. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to go down because that's going to give us a little bit of experience, which might level up all of our characters. No, it won't level up our characters, but maybe it will. Let's see. No, it didn't. Because I would have heard it by now. So we did get a good chunk of experience there. You know, we were back down here before. So we got a good chunk of experience. 6,000. So it's 1,000 experience each. But we're going to go immediately back up now, which brings us back outside, and we will go and sell up. But I will leave that for the next episode. So this has been episode 2 of our Below the Stolen Lands playthrough of our little Rogues Gallery. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a like and share it with your friends. Be sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date with all the videos, and I'll see you for the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye.